Okay, this is Sharon Lee from Handy Caddy, and I got into making bowl cozies. And this video is about some hacks that I have figured out in making bowl cozies so that they go together even faster. So one of the hacks that I have figured out is rather than marking your lines, go to the iron and iron them origami style. So you can go to the iron and just press your lines first on the square and then on the diagonal, just like an origami. And then you're going to place your batting on the back. I like to make my batting just a scant smaller because if I make them the same size, then the borders become really, really thick. So this makes it a little bit easier to sew around the edge. And so after the last stitching, when you stitch on your registration lines and quilt it down, then the next piece is when you're going to be marking your darts. Now when you mark your darts, the normal instructions is to measure 2 inches up and mark it, and then measure 1 inch to the side and mark it. Then you would have to do that 8 times, 4 for each side. Instead, what I've done is I just used like a plain business card and I measured out 2 inches from the bottom. Let's see if I can demonstrate that this way. If you measure 2 inches on the long side, mark it, and measure 1 inch on the inside and mark it, and then connect the dots and then slice it off. This is what you're going to get on this side. So it's 2 inches up and 1 inch over. So now all you have to do is take your card, line it up on the fold, just a scant so that you can have a stitching line, and just sew a line across that. And plus, since it's a thicker thread, thicker with the batting, I make my stitch length a little higher than 3 or a little more than 3. And keep your needle down, or a needle down, and then you can just do both sides. At the same time. So I've cut this. Now I'm going to do the other side. This will save you a whole lot of time so you don't have to mark it. Just keep using the same little card. And in the beginning I would lose them, so I've made multiple cards. I've done it with this one where I marked it 2 inches up and 1 inch over, and then I cut that corner off, and then that's what I used. So that makes it that much easier. You're going to open this up, fold it the other way, match your corners so that your fold is even. Lay that down. all 4 of them are done on this one. All 4 of them are done on this one. And then you can go and just trim off your corners. This saves you on cutting, because all you're going to do is cut yourself a 10-inch square. And that is so much easier than cutting with a template and cutting your little triangles. This is way easier. This doesn't have to be exact. No need for a template. If you can cut a 10-inch square or a 9-inch square, you can do the same exact thing with a 9-inch square and the same dimensions on the corner or the dart, because your bowl is probably going to be about the same height, maybe about 3 inches high. And there you go. Now your assembly is the same as usual. You're going to just turn one inside out. Match up your pieces. Now in quilting, you like to have one seam going one way and one seam going the other so they nest. And since the sewing machine is going to feed from the top, I always put the flap on the top side going towards the sewing machine, or yes, toward the sewing machine. So it nests those 2 pieces together. And I've noticed that it's always easiest to start just before the corner, because you're going to have to turn it inside out. So I'm going to nest these last 2 together, and this is actually where I'm going to start my sewing, on just before the corner, about 1/4 of an inch in from the edge, and I can bring my stitch length to about 2 to start with so that it doesn't open the seam when you turn it inside out. Okay, let's see. I'm at the corner and I'm going to turn it. I'm going to rotate the fabric. Actually, let's go one bit. Now we go. And then I would change the stitch length up to 3 because the batting is making that sewing stitching thicker. You've got all that batting, so you don't need a tight stitch length. 3 is plenty. 3 or even 4 if you wanted to. I'm doing 3. I lost a little batting over here, but I don't think it matters a whole lot. Once you turn it inside out, you're going to have some batting on the edge, and that's really all you need. And of course, this bowl can make a good substitute for a pot holder. I notice I'm a little bit off on this. I'm just going to make it up. It's a great way to use up your scraps. When we make quilts, we always have extra batting. So 10-inch squares, 9-inch squares are easy to come by with leftover batting. So you can make these really great bowl cozies with your leftover quilting scraps. Might be kind of fun to give a couple of bowl cozies with your scraps after you've made a quilt matching your quilt. Okay, I'm done. And now I'm going to trim off the corners so that they're not so bulky. I can get a nice point at the end. And I even do a little bit of trimming at the at the darts because it gets a little bunchy in there. Nobody would notice if you didn't do it. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it inside out. Here's my opening. And I usually put 2 fingers in and I grab the opposite corner. And I start working my way inside out. Or outside. Inside out? Outside out. Inside out. I don't know. I've been practicing. I've made at least 4 sets of bowl cozies before I decided to do this recording. And that was just for today. My recording skills are not the greatest. They're okay. And I figured one day I'll get better. But if I don't show you, you won't know what I've got. And I don't know, I just have this need to reach out and share what I'm doing, and I appreciate it when I learn something new from somebody else. Okay, that's got all my points pushed out. If I take my time, I can make a bowl cozy in about 20 minutes. And maybe even the trickiest thing is maybe just making sure that when I have the opening that I have some batting in the on both sides inside the opening, so that when I sew it together there's some batting in there and it looks like it matches on both sides. This is good enough. So put a little clip there, starting at the other corner, and I could start my stitch length at 3. I'm going to overlap it. Tricky. Okay, good enough. But bowl cozies really are great. They make microwaving soups really handy, so you don't have to fight with a really hot bowl. Almost done. Got 2 more sides to go. Go, all done. Well, thanks for watching my video. And if you like what I have, make sure you hit the subscribe button.